The potent synthetic opioid is claiming lives in the US at an alarming rate. Campaigners say it is time to call it what it is, the deadliest drug crisis in US history. More than 100,000 Americans died from drug overdoses between August 2021 and August 2022 alone, according to Foreign Affairs. Much of this epidemic is driven by fentanyl, which now kills around 200 Americans every day. Welcome to BrainSense, where we explore the complexities of the world around us. So let's dive in and explore the reasons for this unexplained fentanyl overdose throughout the United States. Illicit fentanyl has displaced legally prescribed painkillers as the main cause of overdoses in the US. The skyrocketing death rate, equivalent to one American overdosing every 5 minutes. Most illicitly manufactured fentanyl and the chemicals used to produce it comes from China or Mexico. Mexico's biggest drug cartels, the Sinaloa and Jalisco New Generation, are sourcing the chemicals from China, manufacture the drugs in Mexico and then smuggle them into the US. Young people, many of whom are experimenting with drugs for the first time and have little tolerance of synthetic opioids, are particularly vulnerable. Victims believe they are ordering heroin, cocaine or painkiller tablets from drug dealers on social media, not knowing the products are mixed with deadly fentanyl. Unintentional overdose deaths among 15 to 19-year-olds surged by 150% between 2018 and 2022. Overdoses have replaced suicide as the leading cause of death for Americans under 45 years of age, according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention data. The grim statistics are a concern for the Biden administration, which is struggling to contain a crisis it vowed to end during the 2020 election campaign. It's become an epidemic that is endangering our national public health and destroying communities across the nation. Why is fentanyl so dangerous, and how has its use spread across the nation so quickly? Fentanyl is one of a class of many drugs known as opioids, which are used for pain relief. The key way in which fentanyl differs from more familiar opioids, like morphine, codeine, or even heroin, is potency. Potency refers only to the amount of a substance needed to produce a certain effect. Fentanyl is 100 times more potent than morphine. This means that if 10 milligrams of morphine is needed to produce pain relief, only 1/10 of 1 milligram of fentanyl, 0.1 milligrams, is needed to produce the same effect. Few people have access to a scale sensitive enough to accurately measure amounts that small. Fentanyl can be so dangerous because small miscalculations in dose can result in a fatal overdose. Potency aside, fentanyl is not necessarily more dangerous than other opioids. Something many people do not realize is that fentanyl is used safely as part of routine medical procedures every day. However, it is strictly administered by trained professionals who can accurately administer the correct amount. Fentanyl is not a new drug, which raises the question of why we are seeing record overdose deaths now. This story goes back to the late 1990s and the first of what the CDC calls the 3 waves of the opioid overdose epidemic. The first wave began with prescription pills like OxyContin. The second wave began around 2010 when prescription opioids became much harder to obtain and more expensive. Opioid users switched to heroin, which provides the same effect, but was much cheaper. Now we are in the third wave, with fentanyl substituting for heroin. The reasons for this switch are not yet fully understood, but it is thought that in recent years it has become much cheaper to produce illicit fentanyl than heroin for various reasons. It is crucial to raise awareness about this devastating issue that has plagued our communities. We hope this video has provided valuable insights and shed light on the gravity of the situation. Remember, drug addiction can affect anyone, including our children. One crucial step is to have open and honest conversations with them about drug addiction. Educate them about the risks and consequences associated with substance abuse. By doing so, we can help protect them from falling into this dangerous trap. Fentanyl, in particular, is a highly potent and hazardous opioid. Avoid experimenting or using drugs recreationally as the risks far outweigh any perceived benefits. If you or someone you know has been affected by fentanyl addiction, remember that help is available. Reach out to healthcare professionals, support groups, or helplines to start the journey towards a healthier and drug-free life. Please remember to like, share, and comment on this video to spread awareness. Together, we can make a difference in creating a society that prioritizes health, well-being, and support for those affected by addiction. Thank you for watching, and let's strive for a drug-free future.